Hello, I'm Barbara Lounsbury with Rocky Point Connects, and welcome to our next edition of Puerto Penasco Travel Book. The answer is Venus and Uranus. Dun, 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 dun. Tony?
What are the only two planets in our solar system that rotate clockwise?
Yay! That is correct. You win $400, right? Okay, so many of you may recognize our guest today, Mr. Tony Lake, owner of his new company, Lagos Productions, and we are going to chat with him a little bit today to find out what's going on, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what he's doing and what his aspirations are. Welcome, Tony.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
We're glad to have you.
So yes, I recently started this new venture for me, Lagos Entertainment, and maybe been about 3 weeks in, and I just kind of noticed that I have a background in emceeing and hospitality and bar and restaurant management and DJing and music and whatnot. So I just kind of saw a need and a want from me to try to bring in other things in bars and in the public,
right.
Things that we can go do and bring people together and have fun, and also with the venues that I'm choosing to work with, something that people want to go do and help out those venues as well, and not just in bars, but in some of the halls I do for weddings or catering events and whatnot like that.
So an equal opportunity host for
That's right.
wherever. All
That's
right, wonderful. Well, for those who aren't familiar, give us a rundown of where you're currently at and what kind of activities you're providing.
Right now, in bars and pubs in town, I work with 4 of them at the moment. There's always opportunity for more, of course. I work with Bottoms Up Yacht Club, Pink Cadillac, Saludos Bar, and Banditos.
Wonderful, wonderful. And give us a brief rundown of some of the different types of bar games and things that or activities that you provide.
I'm an MC and host. So I host karaoke, I can DJ, and then right now I'm also offering live pub trivia. I offer Singo, which is very similar to bingo, but it's done with music. It's a music bingo. And the Singo and trivia have really taken off as well. And then with the karaoke, we actually have quite a few people in town who are really, really big karaoke fans. And so karaoke works very well for me. And then it follows on the weekends, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we usually get a lot of people who are here for the weekend who also enjoy singing.
Oh, wonderful. That's great.
And even if they don't, after a few drinks, they always are like, we'll give it a shot. So
wonderful. And are you seeing as some people will say that the season is kind of, winding down, but are you finding that with this, or is there enough support locally?
I think we have plenty of support locally. It's just a matter that in any of the shows, you have to make sure and keep it moving. Mm-hmm. It's, as a host, I set the rate of how do we keep the energy, how do we keep it moving up. You want to make sure people don't get bored and complacent. They want to be engaged.
Right.
So you find different things to do with your karaoke. You got to make sure your trivia, change it up to something that's kind of exciting and something that people know, and you have to kind of have a wide range of knowledge. And then the music bingo, you have to kind of change it up. I couldn't do 70s every single time. No. So let's do some 80s, let's do some 90s, let's do some country, let's do some classic rock.
So, in the premises of that, when do you play a clip of the music and they have to find the name on their thing, or?
And yeah, it works exactly like that. So I have print cards that I've printed out for the program that I use, Singo, and then it's the names of songs that are all over based on the theme that I've chosen for the day.
Okay.
And then yes, it's anywhere from 45 seconds to the rest of the song, but they get at least 45 seconds of the song. And then similarly to bingo, instead of calling out a number, when they hear it, they have to go through and find the title of the song. And they're looking for a pattern on their card. Right. And if they get a single line or a double line, they yell Singo. And the way that I do it in my establishment that I work with the Singo in is I have them buy in, and then all the money they buy in with, none of the bars keep it. I don't keep it. It goes right back
as the pot.
Right back as the pot. So then people are also playing to win a little bit of money.
Wonderful.
So, which everyone likes to win money. They like to win money.
Yeah, so. Yeah. You're going to spend it, absolutely. Who doesn't like that? It's a fun little thing. So.
And it's actually turned out well. I mean, my last pot, Friday's my biggest crowd right now at Pink Cadillac. And our last blackout pot was $330.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how much is it, say, to buy into a game, or how many cards do you get? Or just
One card has 2 separate games on it that you play simultaneously.
Okay.
And you play them throughout the afternoon or throughout the session. And then each game pays.
Okay.
So you get the small amounts in your first 2 rounds, and then Blackout pays the most.
Okay.
And so they just get a chance. And so for $7
Okay.
or 120 pesos right now, they buy and they get 1 card. And then base, I only print out so much, and the program only lets me print out so much. I could print out duplicates, but then you start having dual winners and smaller pots.
Right. Gotcha.
So I only print out 100 at a time, and then after I sell, let's say 60 people came in, then I'll let them buy an extra card for an extra $1.
Right. Okay.
Until we sell out.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, but the way I kind of look at it, if I can get up to 100 people with these games, $7, that's a $700 pot that we could be splitting from.
Not a bad little
yeah.
not a bad little investment. Turn on your investment and fun while you're at it.
Exactly.
You just pay the bar tab while you're there, right?
Oh, exactly. And it's fun just to get together with friends. And the great thing about Singo is that you may have a vast knowledge of different kinds of music, but then it might be a song that you hadn't heard in 10 to 40 years, and you're like, oh my gosh, I remember this song.
I remember the song. Struggling for the title may be the issue, right?
Right, and then you sing it along with your friends, and you're having some fun. It really is a great time.
I can't wait to. And it's on Fridays at.
I do Mondays and Fridays at Pink Cadillac, and then actually starting today, I'm doing it Thursdays at Banditos.
Okay, and what times?
Mondays at 1 p.m., today at 4 p.m., and Fridays at 4:30.
Okay, so 4 p.m. Banditos. And the others are Pink Cadillac. So you got both sides of the city covered. Yes.
I'm actually really excited. Banditos called and reached out. We'll also be starting some trivia at Banditos real soon.
Wow, wonderful.
So, and then kind of trying to bring in, so it's not just a certain neighborhood. We have the whole city we can work with.
Wonderful. Well, one of the reasons we also invite you, besides learning, about your entertainment company, and one of the things that you also do, are aspiring to do, is bring other people along with you in this venture. So talk to us a little bit more about that.
Well, my whole goal with the entertainment business, of course, and it's kind of funny you call this productions, because eventually I do want to kind of work as a producer.
I apologize.
So no, and that's totally fine, because that's kind of the goal in the long run. I am somewhat of a producer as it is right now. I'm trying to produce events at different bars, plus the private events that I offer, and I do weddings and receptions and charity events. But as I'm doing all these, I'd like to start being able to find untapped talent or unknown talent in bands, DJs, other MCs and whatnot, and kind of be able to be their liaison with. They may not have the knowledge on how to approach these businesses and sell themselves and try to get gigs.
Right.
And so my goal is just to try to start gathering that network. So when someone does call, I get quite a few people who call and question me about wedding receptions or private parties, Christmas parties, holidays, company events, charities.
Yes.
If I know any musicians or DJs, and I'd like to be able just to start having a network that I can work with, because we really do have such a large array of talent in this city. Right. I mean, between bands, DJs, solo musicians, duos, and there's so much, and it covers every style of music.
Wonderful.
And I want to make sure that we can do that on both ends for our locals who actually live here and for tourists who come in.
And can they get hold of you through your Facebook? What, Lagos Entertainment?
They can get hold of me through Lagos Entertainment.
Just
and then
message you if they're interested?
Yes.
Okay.
My phone number to reach me is there, and then I also have my email that's sitting on there. And then right now we're fixing to expand it to Instagram and TikTok. I just had to get everything started. And Facebook tends to be the biggest social media in this city right now.
In this city, yes.
Yes, and so as we're transitioning into more Instagram, Facebook, X, Blue Sky, all of them, you have your social media day almost is a full work day with all the different platforms there are.
Yes, we're aware of that. We're all aware of that. Well, that's great. One of the other things we want to talk about is that we, with Rocky Point Connects, have agreed we're going to kind of venture in together as we talk about promoting what we both do.
Absolutely.
And for us, a lot of it is bringing businesses and events and entertainment knowledge to the people here. And we've kind of our motto is, together we rise. Instead of, being competition with all the other different businesses, we all work together and help everybody's business grow in whatever capacity that can be. So we're looking forward to working with you on these podcasts and in a variety of different ways and venues and entertainment, and helping us connect, like I said, as we go about town and connect with different businesses who may have need of your services and vice versa.
Absolutely.
With our tours and events. And so we look forward to this, and it's really really good to get to know you a little better and see what you have to do here. And as again, all of us will be promoting whatever's going on in Rocky Point. You know, Puerto Penasco. This is events we want to. If you have an event or something, let us know that you would like to get promoted, and one way or the other, either or both of us will do what we can to help support your event. So
absolutely.
Thank you so much, Tony.
Hey, thank you, Barbara.